Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaylin, and today I wanted to talk about ways to make January more like something to be excited about rather than something to dread. I think a lot of people find January to be a depressing month, especially after Christmas time, so I just wanted to kind of focus on the positives about it and make it something worth getting excited about. And I actually am really looking forward to January this year. Excuse any noise in the background, there's still building work happening across the road from my house. So yeah, I've made a list of a few things that are great about January to make you feel hopeful about it. Number one is it's a time for rest, and after Christmas time I think we really need this, and it's just like an excuse to hibernate and to take things easy. I think in December we're kind of run ragged and a lot of us forget to rest, or we just don't have time to do it. And it's easy to neglect your needs in December because you're so busy thinking about everyone else and everything you have to do. But January is a great time to just get cozy in the house, to kind of look after your health and to get much needed rest and to relax after the craziness of Christmas. Number two is it is a good time of the year to appreciate your warm clothes. I love layering and I really enjoy getting dressed in winter. I love things like cozy cardigans and wintry boots, and it's nice to just have an opportunity to plan out your outfits and have time to think about them instead of just kind of rushing out the door all the time. And I think that a lot of people probably get pieces that they add to their wardrobe at Christmas time that they can then enjoy in January, and it's just a time of the year when I like to enjoy making my outfits more interesting, and I love to really wear and make use of my favourite wintry pieces. Number three is you have more time to notice the details in nature, because there are so many beautiful things to notice in the winter season, but I think in December we're so distracted by Christmas that sometimes you don't have time to slow down and really like take notice of them. So in December you're so busy that and distracted that you don't really have time to stop and notice those details. And I really love Christmas lights and everything, but in a way it kind of takes away from the seasonal changes, and I think whenever everything's stripped back in January you can notice them and appreciate them more. Number four is there's less traffic, and I really don't like this about Christmas. I feel like it ruins it a lot, the amount of traffic on the roads and the number of people rushing around trying to get to a shop. I think it brings out the worst in people, and it makes for a lot of selfish behavior, and it kind of takes away from the meaning of Christmas anyway. And I just love whenever it gets to January and there's a lull and everyone kind of goes back home and the roads aren't busy again, and you can just appreciate having space and not feeling rushed and like there's this frenzy. Number five is that January is like hot chocolate season, and I know you can drink hot chocolate all year, but I think you appreciate it most in January because it's like a really cold month. And there's the lovely contrast between going for a very cold wintry walk and then retreating inside and having your favourite hot drink. It doesn't have to be hot chocolate, but I just like hot chocolate and I love lattes and things like that. And I find them the most comforting in January, and I think you can kind of stop and take your time over it and appreciate it the most. Number six is that consumerism has died down in January because December is crazy for advertising and there's so much aggressive marketing, and it's very wearing hearing it and seeing it all the time wherever you go, just being bombarded with it. And in January it all kind of falls away and you can just appreciate the peace and quiet of not having all of these marketing tactics like working you 24/7. Number seven is that the requests of things to do like calms down as well, because for example with my kids' school, December's a crazy month and I feel like every day of the week there's something else I have to remember to send in or do, and it gets really exhausting and overwhelming, and you can forget things then because there's too much to remember. And it can be the same in your workplace in so many different areas of life, and I just think it's nice to have fewer requests in January and not feel the pressure to have to do so many things. Like it's like having an empty to-do list in a way. Number eight is that I personally am starting my no by in January, and I'm really excited for it because I can't wait to get started and to see all of the good things that come with it, all of the creativity that comes from it, and to get resourceful and use what I already have, and to see the positive impact that it has on my finances. So I feel like that is a reason to really look forward to January. And generally you can just see it as an opportunity for creativity and like simplifying things and taking a break from buying. And even if you're not doing an official no buy year, you can still do that. And I think a lot of people are lower on money in January, so you can kind of go into hibernation mode and not feel the pressure to buy. Number 9 is that there's more time for things like reading and quiet pursuits. I feel like I haven't read an entire book this month, and I've read a lot this year, but I just haven't been able to focus. Every time I pick up a book, there's a distraction or an interruption, and I don't feel like I can get cozy and focus on a book as much as I can in January whenever there isn't as much to do and there's more downtime, and I can just really get stuck into my library books and work through my reading list, and I'm really looking forward to that. And it's the same with other quieter pursuits. There's just more time for them, and you don't have as many things to do. Like even things like wrapping presents takes up so much time, and it takes time away from time you could be spending doing reading and things like that. Number 10 is that in January, all of the leftover Christmas stuff in shops is discounted, and you can still get all the treats and enjoy the leftover treats that you have received at Christmas time or that you've made over the Christmas season, but without the cost and without feeling overwhelmed by the amount of it. Like you're using up like the remaining leftovers, and I just think it's a really nice time to enjoy that. And I love things like Christmas cake, and I like to make like a trifle at Christmas or New Year and then enjoy it. And it's like you're kind of enjoying the fruits of your efforts at that point of the year without having to do any of the work. Number 11 is that you can declutter finally, because you're putting away all the Christmas decor. And although I find that a little bit sad because I love all of the colourful festive lights and everything, I still put up like fairy lights throughout the entire year, just in a different way. And it can feel really good to just kind of have a fresh start and put everything away and have your space back. It's like you get to kind of reclaim your home because it's been kind of overrun with decorations and Christmas cards and just everything that comes into your house over the Christmas season. Number 12 is that you aren't hemmed in by Christmas anymore, because I think that in December it feels like everything is centered around Christmas and dictated by Christmas, and you can't really think about anything else. Even if you step outside that and choose not to celebrate it, it's all around you. And I think that it's nice in January to not feel like everything is just about Christmas, and that you can think of other things and make plans for the new year and think ahead and look forward to things in the future beyond Christmas. Number 13 is a bonus for people who hate Christmas music like my mum. You won't have to listen to it anymore everywhere you go, and it will be less repetitive because you're not hearing the same songs over and over again. And I don't mind listening to Christmas music with my kids, but by the end of Christmas I'm definitely getting sick of it, and you've heard them all a million times, and the longer you've been in the world, the more you've had to listen to the same songs over and over and over, and it just gets repetitive, and it's nice to get a break from that. So yeah, that's just an extra little bonus one for people who hate Christmas music. I hope that these ideas kind of make you feel more positive about January and starting a new year. And if you are a Christmassy person, like, I hope it makes you feel better about the fact that when it's over, there is life beyond that and things to still get excited about. I hope that you all have a great day. Thanks for watching and joining me. Hi to any subscribers, and thanks for subscribing. And yeah, I will see you soon. Bye.